he looked very confident in the walkout, but something that was interesting was Mazin trying to help him put the in-ears in.
He's not going to be able to help him there as he is the first to fall. Clinching on the other side delivering the death blow. So Dora goes down. MIBR still managed to control a lot of this B site. Loud locked out.
Hey, got a little bit of a tag. Bomb's still not planted yet as well. Spike rather. Now it's just getting down, but this flank that's coming into fruition. There was a KO dagger that landed at B main as well. Gives the info for this. Maybe an Omen flash? Pankata already used it.
Meanwhile, the fight goes off and back. Spawn, our team will fall. Liazi on the swing will crumble at the hands of Pankata as well. Loud looks so comfortable here.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, they're not rushing anything. Mazin has to come up huge right here for MIBR. Can't connect.
That's such a tough ask. So a flawless round to kick things off for Loud.
Almost to no HP.
Really nice swing from Sadak.
Spike
Taking matters into his own hands.
I got the spike.
Getting a couple of kills with Hollis there to trade. Now, what's the response on the other side of this from MIBR? Hollis just got tagged again, and Tui's confident on the swing. Putting down the opposing jet. Yeah. Again, a big advantage here for Loud.
The re-walk through mid as well. Finding the timing on Artzine. It's pretty new to that Killjoy role.
I mean, Mazin has no choice.
Yeah, it's going to be an angle to save maybe here, unless he can catch off any of the defenders making a mistake. But I don't think that Loud are going to give him anything right now. There's no reason to lean towards B, relying on your mechanical talent.
Tui's still with the outlaw.
He hasn't slowed down a bit. He's going to get another one right here. Oh my gosh.
That was pretty. He really hasn't had any reason to slow down. I think it's part of the issue.
Yeah, the disruption in these last couple rounds from everybody on the side of Loud has been nothing short of spectacular.
Well, and you think about what an approach would be for a team of Loud's caliber playing against a team who's making their debut, really. As Tui's gets forward, Ace potentially on the other side. He's going to have to do it with the Sheriff, and you can tell Clinching, the good teammate that he is, handing it over. The I-Buy power race for Loud.
Les will just sit in B main and take a gunfight. Why not?
Yeah, to have been a fly on the wall, because I think, again, when you're this new, I mean, there are so many things that need to be a part of the conversation. Some messy shots from Les there. Paul was able to get the best of them. And so this is very reminiscent of what happened in the pistol round. Remember, they got the pick mid, and then they had all B space. So they were able to get the spike down, and ultimately they lost the retake attempt, yes. But this time it's a 4v4, though.
Oh, look at this retake setup right here. Knives have been popped for Tui's. That Omen flash doesn't connect onto Rich, but still a trade.
Here.
1-for-1 found. Blade still on mine. Tui's not spotting a target. Paula's on the swing, and Tui's is there to punish one more time. 59 HP. He's taking some damage. Liazi striking beautifully, though. But as is always the case in these late flanks, timing is everything. If MIBR can deal with some of what Loud are trying to do and allow our team to get into a good position, he may have a shot at this, but Rich and Liazi crumble.
Last player standing.
And it's all on our team now, and with just a couple of seconds left and no teammates to fight alongside, Tui's is going to be able to stick the defuse. That's another round the way of Loud. Dash away. You imagine MIBR are going to want to go fast here. They don't have Rich. He's waiting on the other side. He used it as a shotgun. He gets two, not able to settle on the third, but Clinching joins in. Mazin is on the site, but he doesn't have the spike. And again, Rich so far away from the play. Oh, he spotted him. That's a very nice shot, though, and that's going to buy a little bit more time. With 30 seconds left, there's still so much left to do. Mazin will fall.
30 seconds left.
Rich in a 1v2. So far away from the spike.
Loud is showing a lot of respect right now to Rich. So he does have an opportunity here to get that bomb planted, get that spike planted, and he has a dart up as well. Omen flash, KO flash,
10 seconds left.
mollies, TPs, pretty much full utility for this retake. A perfect molly.
Does a little bit of damage. There's the molly, there's the paranoia, and there are the closing shots from Sadak. Aggressive from Loud, disruptive from Loud, less opping, dropping Paula. Meanwhile, Tui's is in your lap. So aggressive, so decisive again.
And there's trips on A for anybody that's trying to flood. Smart from Liazi to walk up here.
Tap of the door, Kamanzin spamming through. Liazi was patient, wisely, not to commit to the cross. No Mazine on the other side.
Yeah, he's on an island. He just saw Pancata, but his timing might be bad. I say that, but the slow approach on the retake for Loud, it might actually be a thorn in their side. They got to speed up right now because Mazine's about to come up huge.
2 big kills there. Kamanzin and Pancata fall. Still less than 2E's in the play. And that might be enough. 2v2 now. 2E swings a little bit too far out. Can the op do anything here? Will they even give him the swing? Les gets his one, but Mazine with 3 on the round.
Just came out of that only taking like chip damage from his own Sobal.
Oh, smooth steps. Paula with the smoother shot.
So precise on that one.
I mean, I get why people are excited about this kid. Had some really nice moments. Kamanzin falls. Nicely handled by Arzine on the swing. Rich now pushing forward, and MIBR again have found success enough to get out onto the site. It does not look like there's a late flank here or anything they're going to have to worry about. So Loud, yes, they're at a numbers deficit, but they can turn their attention fully forward. I worry about the weaponry, though. I mean, 2E's has an op in hand. He just took a ton of damage, down to 55 HP, no armor.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard to bring back. Sadhak.
He's got a lot to do here. Settles the first, gets the second, not able to land onto the third, but Loud have cut their losses already. They've scattered 2E's down to 1 HP. Is some high ground with Liazi waiting on the other side of the smoke, having to wait for the lockdown. He's going to die while it happens. This is very nicely handled by Loud, but the spike is out. MIBR are out.
Full info on the members of MIBR as well. A 4v2. This is going to take some heroics from the side of MIBR. Mazine, he was the deciding factor in one of their post plans.
Remember how often you've highlighted Loud look comfortable. They look confident in these retakes. They're going to have to do it again. A 4v2 still in their way, even though they lost 1 for it.
Those exit kills that Loud got in one of those rounds previous.
He's isolated. Yeah, 2E's had really no one to cover him because Les was smoked off.
It's a great
There's no
opener.
one to watch that. Now in the smoke, unable to settle. It's a little bit more damage done.
Oh, that's a free B site as well.
Sleep,
Oh, but what is that from Rich? A little bit antsy, a little bit too ambitious of a peek in the mid. The numbers game was won.
Oh, look at Liazi's positioning. He's tucked, he's hidden. Sadak has no idea.
Beautiful spray control.
And so MIBR have a numbers advantage here. They've got a rifle in hand too for Arzine. Can Loud settle this? The paranoia is so good, but Kamanzin seems to be better. Mazine on the trade. Pancata by himself. Healthy too. No damage dealt so far. Time short though. But Spike has been going off for a little bit. A lot of the onus here on the controller to make a play, and he slipped the net.
Yeah, but this crossfire is too deadly. I mean, maybe.
I mean, the crossfire doesn't matter. He's already gotten his way through.
Oh my gosh.
It's been smoked off. He's got to challenge the smoke. Mazine goes in aggressive. He's gotten it to 1. He's gotten it to half. The flash in his face. He tucks with the shorty in hand. The spike goes off. The round goes away of MIBR. That was way closer.
Good so far.
The Arzine molly and then the smoke, but Loud funnel anyway. They flood out past it. They try to get out onto the site, and they're ahead of MIBR here.
Yeah, that solo swing from Arzine. Had he waited just a couple more seconds for his teammates to get in, maybe a different outcome. But either way, there's also a mid deposit here of Pancata.
Oh,
he's going to get caught out.
He doesn't know. First shot goes a bit wide, but Mazine able to clean him up.
He's been so good.
And so this is going to allow them to swing up from spawn. Les forced to wait on the other side as Paula gets a little bit more aggressive, tries to dash out, but he's been lit up, and now he's dead. MIBR really, you're starting to feel the struggle of them trying to get out onto the side, and honestly,
Players, but nothing being done with that.
exactly, where's the follow-up? Where's the go? The paranoia out now. You've got a molly that's waiting on the other side as Paula, expecting some utility that never comes, still swings out, drops Kamanzin, but pays for it with his life.
Time, Doug.
It's so short. But Liazi's gotten a couple of kills. How much more can he find, though? Les, forced to sit back. He's so far away from the play. Spam going to connect onto 1, but even if it wasn't for that, on Mazine and his positioning. Spamming through, Kamanzin will fall. But again, the duelist only able to get 1.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job of getting that first blood, that first kill. Paula, but
That's kind of it.
he gets traded so fast.
And that's massive props to Loud for being able to do that every time.
That's how you deal with a star duelist.
Or someone who's looking to make a name of himself.
That was messy from Sadhak.
Ardsy nicely handled. Les and Pancada left for Loud. They've gotten the spike down. They just need to buy their time here as best as they can survive. Pancada left alone, a 1v2. Ardsy weak, he will fall. The snap onto Mazine, not connecting yet. But time is short, 85 HP, no armor. Pancada takes a slight step back, buying his time, forcing Mazine to make a play. Kill a second. Sadak.
These are the moments where he gets the first blood. Now he gets 2 this time. But he was out mid for, what, 25 seconds already?
Felt like an eternity.
It's absurd.
That was the only rifle they had, too.
3 members of MIBR went mid to support Paula there.
All right, how do they keep a close eye on this? Pancada's TP towards back B. MIBR had an opportunity to try to flood out, but they're patient.
Oh, this would be an insane timing.
They've contacted out, but they all fall.
What a timing from Loud. Pancada and Les just smothering them from 2 different angles. Good coordination, though, on that. You saw that Pancada's peeking at the same time as those players are coming through the smoke out of B main. And now it's up to Mazine in a 1v3 with just a stinger to his name. Yeah, he's got some utility, but he's getting wrapped by Les right now as we speak. He's going to be taken out shortly. There it is. The thing about Sadhak, though, is like he's playing Neon on a lot of these maps. He plays KO, and he plays it pretty aggressively. Nice kill from Liazi on the lurk on Les. But even when he falls short, even when he goes for an early aggressive kill and it doesn't go his way, he's still able to IGL at that moment and just micro his teammates, mid-round them around. Beautiful kill from Kyle Hazine. Oh my goodness, that was insta.
Talk about microing your pieces around. Kawanzin will pay for it. He will fall. Tui's and Pancada left alive for Loud. Oh. And Pancada continues to be Pancada.
Now it is full info now for MIBR that there was a player in mid, there's a player in B main.
This would be a tragic way for this map to end.
Yeah, especially with Tui's being so low on the jet right now. Oh, can't connect.
Rich not able to settle the shots. The only player from MIBR who's not in the play right now is Mazine, but he's starting to rotate over. They haven't really made their way out. Tui's and Pancada fall. We're going to play at least 1 more round.
Has an opportunity to kill the drone. A little late, though. Didn't take his window of opportunity. Maybe that inexperience showing a little bit.
He was set up really well. Meanwhile, Mazine having to deal with 3. Manages to drop 1, but a flash in his face. Now Loud kind of thrown into disarray a little bit here. They have a couple of options. They still have plenty of time to figure out where they want to end.
And I get it from the side of Loud. I get why Sada called to go A there. You just got 2 kills in mid with a lean towards B. You droned into B main. You might think that those players of MIBR are going to rotate and bite on that drone, but they didn't. And it worked out to their benefit. MIBR now have a chance to bring this round back. It's a 3v4.
35 seconds left. Sada controlling his troops. Tui's, I mean, just gets obliterated. Kawanzin does too. Liazi's been crispy these last couple of rounds. Another numbers disadvantage for the attacking side. Oh! What? That's how that ends?
Sadhak! The IGL, he took thing into his own hands. What was that? We need to look forward for MIBR. That's a great start.
Yeah. Maybe that's the difference. Is get Tui's off the duelist and Paula can just diff Sadak on the other side. Who knows?
Hey, it's early on right now. I want to keep in mind that Sadak, he was putting up some numbers on when they played against EG.
He was. And again, he closed out the last map, but MIBR with the numbers advantage, they have full control of A. They should be able to get the spike down. We'll see what kind of utility they have left. They don't really have a ton. I mean, Paula's got his nade. That's kind of it.
Pretty good nade to split the opposition, but no shots really connecting. Paula gets taken out. Rich with a trade.
Numbers the way of the attack still, and it seems to have gotten a little bit better, but Loud always punch back just when you think they're going to be able to walk away with a round. Oh, they keep it competitive if they snatch this back. What a nightmare.
Kawanzin is dirty. He's filthy.
And how that's been part of the playbook for MIBR on Ascent and now on Lotus as well. Rich with 2 big kills. Kawanzin and Pancada, the only 2 that remain. MIBR with full control of the site. They've got the spike down. They have plenty of time to settle.
And for Loud right now, they're just going to go for damage. I guarantee it.
Oh, the damage went the other way. Ooh. As Pancada gets clothesline, leaving Kawanzin all to his lonesome. You're right, any damage dealt here is a success. The dink is all little B. Les has gone exploring. And I couldn't tell if the turret was recalled or if he cleared it, but either way, Liazi and Rich getting a couple kills on the site. Kawanzin has arrived on the scene, able to get two. Crispy 3 on the round. As the eye goes up, the Nightfall goes down. Now they've got them all tagged. And now Les can get a little bit more active and a little bit more aggressive. The timing is perfect. Mazine tries to reposition and play mind games as he TP's in the smoke.
He's saving.
But there's no way for him to get out.
Kawanzin just pulled off the unthinkable, a monstrous round from himself.
As the rocket goes up, Kawanzin, no way, he didn't see him. Still lands the shots on a Tui's.
Spike planted.
So that's the Gecko down. And the flank that I thought was going to be more active is just now starting to come online. Sadak clearing every corner, every single angle it possibly can. Meanwhile, Kawanzin again continuing to farm, making a feast of MIBR. Now Paulo's left in a 1v2. He's healthy. He tries to pre-fire the angle. Les is on the big swing. That's 3 for Paulo, though. One more left to find. Oh, he almost hit it, but Pancada just bests him again. Also creating a little bit of space. Les down to 18 HP. Ardzine waiting for anyone to drop. As Sadak tries getting active. Just can't. I mean, Loud have really been shut out of this site. They've been shut out of the round. I thought Pancada was about to have another moment.
Much more in a second here. I say that, but Tui's might get overwhelmed by Paula. Nice entry. Rich gets another one. But this guy, Doug.
Hit 13 kills so far.
Who's gonna stop him?
I mean, it's gonna have to be by committee. But again, MIBR are playing this very nicely. They slow the round down as soon as the tap goes in, the Nightfall goes out.
Only one player hit by that Nightfall as well.
I thought Pancada might try to ult around it to try to catch him slipping, or Kawanzin's just gonna frag out by himself. 3 on the round for him so far. Why not?
He still has a tether as well.
But he's so weak here. They have 57 HP, and they're just gonna have to deal with the pit. Maybe Les can find something.
One enemy remains.
Here, or Pancada gets both. There's no other layer to this. I think MIBR have fully set their sights towards A as the rocket goes out. Paula gets over the top, draws Sodox once more, but Les is there on the counter. Still playing backside, it doesn't matter if you can't hear a damn thing because you've got Kawanzin. That tandem, that duo, tries to keep MIBR back. Ardzine responding with a couple of kills of his own now, down to 39 HP. Trying to play back in hell as the spike goes down. Tui's and Pancada left to try to figure out how they deal with this retake. I think there was a moment where they spotted Tui's head, but on the swing, Liazi and Ardzine clean it up.
A great answer back. It's B. Now, we've seen this round before. We've seen that entry before, but it was Kawanzin the last time around.
Sadak was able to get his one, keeping things at 4 apiece. Tui's has a stinger in this round as you see this attempt at a take from Loud towards Worm with 3 out. They've got the paranoia to try to pave the way. Tui's able to get the best of Rich, upgrade a weapon, and continue to farm. Now it's Thrash. And that spit will buy a little bit of time as Ardzine takes a step back. Wow. Leaving Pancada to his own devices. Tui's not able to settle the shots. Ardzine with 4 on the round. The possibility of an ace. Pancada playing around the smoke, the tap of the door.
Oh, what a timing. Paulo with the entry, though.
Very nice snap. Meanwhile, Pancada's going to fall on the other side, too.
Oh, they're running circles around him right now.
Keep an eye on Kawanzin, though. Currently surrounded. There was no idea that he would have been there. Rich had passed him by accident. So he gets his, but ultimately that's all it was. Another situation where MIBR have a big numbers advantage.
You should run.
Oh, and that ult as well. This is going to be so hard for Loud to do.
Sadak tries satcheling through, or excuse me, dashing through and can't. Leaving less than a 1v3. Has to get out to try not to get detained, and that's a sad way for the half to end, man. A lean towards A, and Rich should hear this. Oh. He's got to know. The paranoia is not going to hit him. Rich is patient. Oh, but Pancada just, obliterates him.
I mean, forget it. Sodhawk doesn't need to clear it if you have a player like Pancada on your team, apparently.
He just knew exactly where he would be. Liazi's able to respond with 2 kills of his own, not able to connect onto the third. But Loud gets the spike down, they get the kills they need, and they get the pistol. Part of it should work. Unless they audible and try to end back B, but it seems like they're intent on trying to get out towards C. Kalanzin will fall. Is that enough for them to flip? Yeah, it is. They've tapped the door. They're heading back A, or B, excuse me, but Paula's already here.
Spike down B.
Les getting one. It's all gone into chaos. 10 seconds left. The spike's not even in hand anymore.
Wow. Quickly, even through all the utility that was thrown at him. And now for MIBR, that's a great pick. Just spam through the smoke, I believe?
I believe so. So 5v3 now at MIBR. No ults to speak of, but they have plenty of guns, they have plenty of utility, they've got plenty of numbers to fight for this retake. Kalanzin down low, able to isolate and get two. Not able to connect onto the third, but he's put Tui's in an advantageous position. Still a difficult one, can't connect on any of them. No kills found yet. Kalanzin down to 12. Meanwhile, a decisive punch back across the middle of the map. The crunch was there, but it was ill-advised.
It was a cool and unique idea, but that showstopper, if you're not dead on the target, it just feels like it just does pepper damage.
It just wasn't enough go from Paula.
Yeah.
And so he comes up a bit short. The crunch across the middle of the map doesn't time up right.
Oh, now it's just easy pick'ems for side of Loud.
And the worst thing in a situation like this is giving a round like this over to Loud. When it's this clean, when it feels this decisive.
But I feel like a big factor of what just happened and why Paula wasn't able to get that much space is the agent nerf.
And Sadak,
no way.
Oh, there's so much space here. There's so much patience too. Oh no! Liazi's able to turn on him, snaps. Paula gets another. And now the lockdown that has to be dealt with.
You can't even deal with it. This is like nearly impossible right now.
No, I mean, you have...
No.
Oh, Kalanzin, again, still finding his one. Now things turning back over. MIBR with numbers advantage, but Liazi falls. Rich just two, and that was the diffuser. Now Mazin's left alone. Not a lot of time to do this. Not even taken to half. Able to settle onto one, but it's messy. I don't think he's gonna have enough time anyway, is he? I don't think so.
Didn't get half. That spam was so clutch from Loud. The problem is there hasn't really been follow-up when they've done that. Good trade from Liazi onto Loud, onto Les.
But Loud getting out onto B, getting the spike down. Sonic with ult online. A swing out, just a warning shot. But Rich is able to drop the opposing Neon. With 2 HP left, manages to stay alive, at least for the time being.
Here's more.
How do MIBR get back into this? So that's another one. Tag, Tuis can just go in and hunt. But he's concerned about what's waiting on the other side, and wisely so. Now, attention drawn back towards Rich as bullets soar across his face. He's patient with it, disciplined, but finally getting punished. Gotta get this back on his own. Oh, they're both so weak. He's gotten it down to one. Mazina is sick it, no choice. He's just gotta hold it the whole way, and he does. TP's across, now getting caught. He's in a miserable spot here. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get out. He's stunned, he's dead. Sadak pushing the pace, getting to, oh, that's not what he was intending to do there. Meanwhile, Rich, as everything drops into chaos, but Kana's trying to reposition. Rich, the steady hands, gets another, but ultimately falls. Now Loud with the numbers advantage, the spike planted out onto the site. Paula and Liazi left to figure this one out, and it's all onto Liazi now. Les cleans up both, Loud gets to 10. I mean, if things hold as they should, we're gonna be tied at 11. Well, or they won't. Rich gets one, Mazin gets another, hang on.
Good Omen Flash as well. It should be an upgrade for Mazin. There's the Vandal. Yep.
Yeah.
Coming through. There.
Sonic's gonna try to slip into hell here. Oh, there are so many targets he's gonna have to deal with. Yeah, he's gonna get sucker punched. It's leaving Tuis on his own. MIBR have handled this so well. And yes, perhaps a little bit too proactive from some of the members of Loud, but Tui's in a 1v3. There's no way they hit that. Theater comp. Paula with the op. What a shot from Kalanzin.
I can't believe he just got that kill.
Oh, what's the response out from MIBR? Knowing that you've lost that, you've got to try to go back and protect it. Sadak going aggressive, going forward. Op picked up.
This is just a save at this point. You got to keep the guns. Your economy's not that great.
That's exactly what MIBR are doing. You're absolutely right, Trey.
There.
Wow.
Just like that.
hit onto B, though. This is all just a fake. It's all a ruse.
A paranoia dash. Sadak not able to connect onto the shot, but as all of that's going on, see, they drop the Nightfall. They have the Thrash. Not connecting, but Rich is. And this is not as clean from Loud as they would have expected, as they would have liked. They're down 2 numbers here. The ult's going to make things even worse. MIBR so close to pushing us to sunset, as less than 2Es are the only ones left standing with 10 seconds left. The spike's still not planted. 2Es forced to try to tuck, to try to get the spike down, managing to do so. Now, you have to deal with the 5 remaining members of MIBR. So heavily outnumbered, so heavily outgunned. Liazi's weak, sure, but they have so much they can do here, but hang on. They've gotten it down to a 3v2. MIBR have to get active here. They have to push forward. They don't really have a ton of utility to do this here, but it's gotten down to 1-2. A 1v3, not able to connect the shots. He got so dang close, but it was not enough. Artsine, you can see Spidey senses tingling a little bit. Puts the cam up, turns around, but now understands there's pressure coming in from the other side. Meanwhile, Les striking just when the iron is hot as Artsine falls. They've gotten the spike down, but they've lost a couple members along the way. Sadak very weak here.
And yes, MIBR have control of spawn right now, but it's not planted for them. So this space, it's not the best to be gathered, but they kind of have to. They're left with no other devices.
Rich is in a really tough spot here. He's gonna have to request help. MIBR has to come back and assist him as Liazi falls. Paula not able to settle, not able to be steady. Rich on the swing, gets one with him, but that's all it is. Mazine left in a 1v3. 2Es has already gotten the defuse to half. No real challenge. They've bullied him away from stopping the defuse.
For Sadak, he might get punished here. We've seen this happen time and time again. That's a nice entry.
He might, but Kawanzin's able to turn it, hit the fault line just like that. And that's such a good setup.
Spike down B.
Kawanzin's position there was perfect. He was mainly concerned about helping out across the middle of the map, but as soon as there was a hit and there was contact B, he could drop the fault line. That delayed the entire hit from MIBR.
Wow. As all that happened, Liazi, he took that free real estate up middle, and now he gets that kill. It's a 3v1 for MIBR.
Spike planted.
Pancada with a bulldog in hand, 2 smokes, no flash. None of the members on the side of MIBR have any armor. Rich is already down to 12 HP. But for Pancada, it's going to take a lot more than just that. And MIBR are so smart with how they're playing this. Look at that. They're not giving him any fights. They're taking big steps back. Understanding that there are safety valves, 3 of them built into this round. And Pancada has no choice but to go hunting and trying to find targets. A sidestep of the fall line, but at this point, I mean, it's done. And the smoke to deny on the other side. He should, oh, he's going back in for the fight. He had safe passage out, but instead tries to deal with Loud on the other side of the smoke and falls because of it. Paula able to steady the shots onto Pancada, cleaning him up. 30 HP, but they've gotten so much of an advantage already.
Yeah, and already 3 members playing out, leaving Paula to his devices. If he can get another kill, he's got a job well done. Oh, I say that. There's a little flank here. Battle of the flanks. Paula cannot connect. Now everyone's smothered into B main.
They might be comfortable here. The problem is they're kept so far away from the defuse. Les is making a lot of noise. Still snaps on Artsine. That's a ridiculous shot.
Disgusting.
Mazine has to go forward. You have to deal with Les. You cannot leave him back here. And Les stays up. Kawanzin cleans it up back towards B, and you've got the stack from Loud. You have all of the Cypher utility here. Paula gets, I mean, decapitated through a smoke. The swing up from Kawanzin's only going to get 1, but they managed to get the spike down. Ardzine on this late flank across the middle of the map, and again, it's another spam through the smoke. It's another dump of utility, but Ardzine's the only one left standing. The snap onto the first is good. It's not planned for him, though. He's got to get active. He's got to try to take this fight down. I mean, 2Es, don't give it to him. He's gotten it down to the 1v1, but the defuse already comes through. He's playing this, though. He's not forcing it. He understands that the space that he has gained and the pressure that he can apply is infinitely more valuable. I don't know how 2Es hit that shot, though. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that outlaw is so strong.
Liazi tried filling him behind it. He was greeted by Sadak on the other side. What a mess this has become. The fault line down to Rich snaps onto Kawanzin anyway. Mazine, nothing but a sheriff. Committing to the TP.
Cancels. Should be heard.
Was it? Pancada is the only one who would have heard it. Mazine playing on the other side of the smoke. There's no tap of it yet. Rich on the swing. He's gotten it halfway. It's gotten down to 1v1. Rich gets the third on the round. It's good. He manages to get past the smoke. Trash goes out, clears the site. Pancata from up top tried to play that angle over the smoke.
Wow.
Wasn't able to find any success. And they're going to try to funnel out here. They want to take a little bit more space, and they've managed to do so. Look at how far up MIBR are back site. Now giving the space back, but Loud have to invest utility to take that space.
Oh my goodness.
Another clean snap out from Paula. And the Rolling Thunder, forcing Loud back. Forcing them to play MIBR's way. Rich making a lot of noise, trying to manipulate rotation, trying to draw him back into B, while the rest of MIBR hits A.
Sadok's right into this. So is Last getting that kill into mid.
And now they're going to understand where the hit is headed. The paranoia is really nice. Can our team swing and punish? No. Dissuaded by the fault line, dissuaded by the wingman.
So awkward right now.
MIBR, they've met resistance every step of the way here. Every single area of the map they tried exploring was shut by Loud.
This time.
MIBR can punish this really nicely, understanding they have a timing window. That doesn't connect, but Kellenzine does. What a shot.
I can't believe he sticks around and stays there when there's a raised rocket on the board.
Yeah, and you hear both satchels pop. There's a lot of confidence there. And speaking of confidence, Les recklessly swinging into another. Mazine and Artzine left alone. Les is weak, yeah, sure. But they're just gonna get picked apart. And a situation just went from bad to worse for Artzine, somehow managing to get another kill, but Tui's has gotten the defuse to 75% already. He can hold this the whole way.
First point of contact here, he's gonna try to get a pop shot and probably get out.
Oh, I didn't think they pulled the trigger on this so fast, and they've hit all four as both dizzies go up. MIBR falls. What a slaughter across the middle of the map. Artzine tried buying his time in the cage, tried finding comfort and concealment in it, and it was all for naught. What a strike from Loud. And it was all set up from the very beginning, the fault line into the orb. Trips are cleared, the space is gained. The advantage is leaned into it. Seems like it's not getting any better for MIBR. Sadok seems to be coming online, seems to be coming alive.
If he keeps this up, he's making a statement. Oh, he gets dropped down by Liazi, but he did a very good job so far.
I mean, he did his job as a Neon. He gets to 2 kills. He tries to deny some of the space. He forces MIBR back, while the rest of Loud take a step back, assume their post-play positions, and now the spam begins. The tap comes through. It hasn't gotten to half yet as Rich has struggled. Oh, it's not going to do it, but Loud.
Pretty split right now, this flash. Oh, he dodges it, but he gets dropped anyway. Les, so quick.
And now the paranoia being invested by Pancata towards spawn. They've gotten the real estate. They got what they needed here. And now they can take a step back. Now they can play towards their utility. Now they can play towards spamming through smokes.
Here. MIBR doing a good job of taking space early on pretty quickly, but this raise nade is not going to get value. Something they are probably going to wish they had once they identify no one's playing in the actual site.
Oh, I like the way Les is going about this. A reflank in towards mid. So while MIBR are focused with trying to deal with the spam through the smokes, Les can strike when the moment's right, or Kellenzine can clean it up on his own. But the defuse came through, they stuck it!
Yeah, just less slowly and methodically clearing out this market area. They're gonna explode off of this trip.
Paul has to be careful. Stunned, rocket hits it onto Les. Preemptively pulling the trigger, but not understanding there's another one on the other side. Tui's not striking. Paula punishes 3 on the round for him. What a round from this kid.
4 to close it out.
The problem is they don't really have enough of the tools of their own to do that.
Yeah, they're taking way too long here. Everything rests on the hands of Paula on this flank.
Oh, he gets caught by the trip.
Off your feet!
And Sadok's able to hold the line. Rich will fall. There's the Rolling Thunder that we were talking about as Sadok was a little bit too far up. Punished by Mazine. A 3v3 for the round, and now the spam starts.
Wait a second.
He's gotten it to half. He's not moving an inch. Oh, it stops again. So close.
He's all alone.
He's got a thrash, but no. Whoa, okay.
That's a great kill.
That's a massive start. If he can play his life, if he can stay alive, this is big.
Almost converts onto Les.
Now Loud was so much more comfortable in the spot to navigate. They invest the Rolling Thunder with 10 seconds left. Spike not down. He's got to commit to this here. Is there anything to disrupt? That aftershock looks like it was going to be enough, but it's not. Tui's falls. They managed to get the spike down to 2v2. Mazine and Liazi have to go forward. Pancada falls, left alone. 70 HP. The swing out from Liazi is beautiful.
Make something out of nothing.
I think the big difference here, though, is that Rich has his ult. They have something to disrupt the post plant. They have something to disrupt the spam, but if they all crumble before they even get to that point, it's not going to matter. And now the Thrash is used from so far back. Art scene falls.
It's a
Liazi,
2v5.
yeah, I mean, Liazi has to make a play here. It seemed like they had an advantage. They had the conditions to make something of this.
It's not going to do them any type of favor. The double flash play, it connects, but doesn't.
They haven't committed to the spike yet. Tui's on the tap. The falling comes through. 13 seconds left. Numbers the way of MIBR, but control the way of
10
Loud.
seconds left.
Not committing. Every single flash attempting to be turned as Mazine has gotten a couple. The satchel out from Paula, and that's another round. Planted. And again, no big ult to cause chaos. It's really just in the hands of Mazine. Can he get the best of Tui's here? Tui's who's been electric all series. Patiently waiting with Crosshair trained. It's heavy. The bullet goes just a bit wide. And now the paranoia out. A thrash in his face. It's got to connect here, and it does. That's going to be the end of Mazine as Rich has gotten it to half. Can Rich and Liazi do it on their own? There's just not enough. There's not enough room for them to breathe. There's not enough space for them to sit comfortably on this. It's gotten down to 1. Liazi's gotten 3 on the round. There's just not enough time. They played it beautifully.